Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about something what I consider personal. This is my travel journal. I have been working on this travel journal since 2014 and I've been carrying it around on most of my travels. This is what a new travel journal looks like. You can see this one's kind of been beaten up and carried around a lot. It even has some paint on it, but that's okay. It's well loved. So I picked this up from Anthropologie. Actually, this was, I take that back. This was a part of a surprise. So this all started when my husband and I went on a cruise to Tahiti. It was a Tahitian cruise, and he put this travel journal on my pillow along with a travel watercolor set. And I wanted to get into creating a travel journal, but I hadn't done it yet, so he bought me one. And every day on that cruise, he actually surprised me with a present. So that was kind of fun. So I just kind of played while we were on the cruise, and I tried to illustrate and do different techniques and journal what was going on. And so that was a lot of fun. And it was easy to do on that cruise because they didn't really have internet on that cruise. So you were really forced to be in the present. And mostly I use watercolor, but this is a nod to Paul Gauguin, who's famous for doing Polynesia people, mainly the women. And so I did this one in gouache, and it's a nod to him and the beautiful people of Polynesia. So a lot of documenting here. I was writing down the instructions for how to make a ribbon rose. Every day they had like some kind of craft, and that was neat. We even made leis. And then as time went on, I started doing my next trip, and this was going to Maui. And this is interesting. This is actually from a paper bag, and I use colored pencils to do this, and some an ink pen. And I really just liked the way that this looked. So sometimes I see something, I get inspired, and then I try my hand at it. But I primarily use watercolors. This was inspired by a relief that I saw by the elevators. It was a metal relief, and this is at the Grand Wailea, so I put that in here. And sometimes I just want to paint, and then I started getting into sticker making. So I made some stickers for my laser printer and put that on here just to give it some additional color. But if I can write a story about it, I'll do it. And I just have fun. I think I made this one on the beach when I was in Kauai. Of course, there's shave ice. It's a lot of journaling here. But over the years, I'm going to do less and less about the Hawaiian Islands because it then became a yearly thing for us. This was a coastal cruise. Now, here, I was nervous about doing buildings because I never done like urban sketching before or urban art. So I did my paintings on little pieces of cardstock, and I wanted to practice because you know, I wasn't sure. But I really liked how this turned out. So then I started doing that with these. And oftentimes, like, I think I did these after the fact too. And then sometimes I put it right in there. But we went to Seattle. So, of course, I wanted to do the public market. And we went to Nanaimo, Canada. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, but there was a totem pole there. Then we went to the beautiful Bouchard Gardens. Oh, that was such a neat place. And then we stayed in Vancouver. So this point was just doing a pictorial. And I just kind of like did something simple, but little key pieces so that I would remember what we did and what we saw. And I did the same thing for Kauai. Then I went to Tokyo with a 21-year-old, and that was very fun. We stayed in a capsule hotel. That was quite the experience there. It was actually, what I remember is it's very quiet and hot. I was so hot. Okay, and here's a mistake that I made. And, you know, it's okay if you make a mistake. The perspective is off, so this bugs me. I'm going to redo this and just kind of like glue it in. But this is a Mario Kart we did in Japan. That's really fun. If you do that, get your international license at AAA for like $25 or $20. I really liked how this turned out. This is taiyaki, which is a dessert, and they put red bean inside. So she was very adamant about doing the Pokemon Kingfish one. See, I kind of screwed up, so I just put white out there. So that's okay, and that's why I'm showing you this, because usually when you see people do a flip through, it's all perfect, and that's not reality. Reality is we're human beings, we make mistakes, and it can be intimidating. So I'm just want to show you what I've done in my travel journal to help you hopefully be inspired and motivated. You know, just take your time. That's what I do. I have to actually be in the mood to illustrate in my travel journal because I want it to be a keepsake, and it's my personal story, and it's really for my eyes, but I wanted to share with you because, like I said, I really haven't seen anybody go in depth with their travel journal and show the mistakes that they've made and talk about it. So anyhow, and sometimes you could just, you know, decorate like that over your words. And then we went to Japan again a few years later. And we went to Disney Sea. You got to test your paper. Okay, this is a thicker paper, and it's probably not designed for watercolor, but it will work if I don't oversaturate the page with water. Okay, I have to be very careful. So for this page, I actually just covered it, you could see here, with the white paper because I wanted to use alcohol markers to do this. I like to just try different material, and so that's why it's a different color. And, you know, I just like to play and try different things. And then this is like a gel pen. So whatever. And then I actually printed out some pictures. And also this was my illustration that I did on my iPad. And I just printed it out. This is a black squirrel. So I just like to try different techniques and, you know, just play. And then I made some washi washi tape, and I have some other trips that I have to do. And then I just kind of like jumped over to our last trip, which was last September. And we went to the British Isles. And again, I made a mistake, but I need to glue that down better. But I just cover it up. So mistakes are okay. It's going to happen. And that's it. So I kind of wrote down the places we went to so that I could fill in the gaps. I probably have enough space for like one more trip, and then I'm going to go to the next book. Or I bought this paper, this journal, and it's 110 GSM. So I'm going to try it out and see whether it's going to take watercolor or not. This is meant to be like a travel journal, which is kind of cool. She sells also online this Wanderlust passport. And she has one like for national parks, and you can like color all the states you've been to. That's kind of fun. And then I like that. So might be another idea. But what I really liked was it was already imprinted on here with the date, the temperature. I always forget the temperature. I like that. And then there's like, this is a cool idea, recommendations. So I like that. And then that it's like dot. So I'm going to test this out when I do my cruise later on this year, and I'll bring this along because we'll have a few sea days, so I'll be bored and I'll want to do this. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you my travel journal so that you would get an idea of, you know, what you can put in your travel journal. As you could tell, I don't have one style. I'm kind of like all over the board. And that's how I am with my art, because I love to try different things. For me, art is really a journey, and I like to explore different things and experiment. That's my nature, is I like to experiment and try new things. And it's the challenge of trying out the thing that motivates me. So, you know, I hope you won't be like me, because I waited a lot of years to do this kind of stuff. And I'm like, why? I could have been doing it all along. And don't be afraid to fail and make a mistake, because you could cover it up. It's no big deal. So I hope that you were inspired by this, motivated, whatever the word is. And, you know, and that mainly that you're not afraid to try, okay? Even though, you know, you're thinking, that's why I don't like sketchbooks. Because everyone shows their sketchbooks and it's all perfect. But come on, we're human beings. And that's what art is all about. It's about play, right? And that's why I like it. So anyhow, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.